Hi again, I'm Stephen Wessner, CEO of Predictive ROI. Thanks for coming back for this week's video. If you have not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do. Click the little subscribe button below and then the little bell next to it. Then you'll get a notification every Thursday morning when we air one of our new videos. And so for this week, I want to talk about monetization. It is a hot topic among business owners, how to not only build their thought leadership, but then how do they monetize that content. And I will tell you that most business owners who are thinking about monetization try to get to the monetization too fast. So what I mean by that, or what do I mean by that? I mean, well, if I'm going to launch a podcast or a YouTube series or a blog, or I'm going to write an article series for Forbes.com or whatever the cornerstone content is, the thought process is, well, I'm going to do that for a couple of months and then the money should start coming in. I should start generating revenue from that content. And the reality is no, that's not the case. In fact, trying to move that faster than what your audience will allow makes you lose audience. It pushes your audience away. So, do I think that you should start with a monetization strategy before you start creating content? Absolutely, without a doubt. You should know absolutely, with some predictability, how you plan to monetize content at some point. With that said, to think that you're going to start monetizing within the first 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, even 180 days or 6 months is, in my opinion, unrealistic. So how long does it take? You should give yourself at least a year of being super helpful, being helpful to your audience, sharing your insights, sharing your expertise, being the thought leader in attracting audience and doing nothing but giving. And whether that is through your podcast or YouTube series or blog or a combination of all of those, that your whole strategy, your monetization strategy should include that I'm just going to be super helpful to the audience. And then at some point, I'm going to make an ask. But I'm also going to make an ask that is in their best interest and not my own. So, for example, a couple weeks ago, I had the good fortune and opportunity to spend some more time at an event called Quantum Leap System Live, or QLS Live for short. And that's hosted by Chris Prefontaine, the host of the Smart Real Estate Coach podcast. And it was an exceptional event. It is their annual event in September where Chris and Zach and Nick and other members of their team welcome in their associates and other people within their community to attend this 2 to 3 day event. It was awesome. It was absolutely incredible. And year over year, it has grown tremendously. The first year that they did it, 4 years ago, the first year that they hosted it, about 10 people showed up. The second year, they had about 30, 35 people that showed up. Then last year, they had about 70, 80 people attend. And then this year, they had 150 people in the room. Why? Because their entire family is focused on being helpful to the community. Now, are they monetizing that audience? Technically, sure, because they're selling seats to the event and then there are partners at the event. So are there revenue opportunities? Of course there are. But all of it starts with being helpful to the audience first. Their entire family is all about giving and about being transparent and leading with education. So that then, when there's an opportunity to attend an event, become an associate, then the audience realizes that they're making that opportunity available to be then further helpful to the audience, not to cash in on the audience. And that, for most business owners, is a huge mind shift. And so I'm suggesting to you that as you're building out your content strategy, as you're building out your monetization strategy, that you too have that same mind shift, that you focus on the audience first, and you do that for a long period of time, and you listen, and you adjust, and you ebb and flow with the entire goal of being as helpful as possible to your audience. And then at some point, they will give you the permission to offer an event, or to offer a book, or to offer an online course, or attend a webinar, or something where there's a great value exchange. You've been super helpful to them for a long period of time. You become their person, their trusted resource, their advisor, their thought leader, their mentor, part of their inner circle. And you've earned that respect because of how you've approached the audience. That is your first step in a successful monetization strategy. So I hope that that was helpful to you. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, please leave them in the comments field below. And I always love the emails too. And until next week, double down and onward with gusto.